Hello, this whole tribe. Welcome back to my channel, The African Gypsy. Sorry, my last video got cut and it's Mercury retrograde, so it's to be expected. Okay, I want to find out what's happening in your environment over the next 7 days, my darlings. See what's going on, what you need to be aware of, what's working in your favor, and all of that nice stuff. Right, I think should change it. All right. What's going on in the environment of the collective over the next 7 days, from the 17th to the 24th? Okay. So someone has been spying and seeing that you're single or that you're very independent. They've been taking a closer look at it, really looking at something. What is this? Someone spying on that, seeing how you're choosing peace over drama and you move into calmer waters. But even as you are, you see the swords in the water. I don't know if you can see this. Let me try and get into focus. They're the swords in the water, people holding swords in the water. As you're trying to get away, and you're like, you know what? It's not even me in there. This is my crash test dummy. I want to see how you react to that. It's also kind of like people criticizing the way you put yourself forward or the way you present yourself to the world, the way you speak, your choices, the way you dress, the way you eat. Oh, Lord, the way you breathe, even. Someone is really looking into everything, trying to make you case study. What else? Why are they spying? What is their motivation? And they're saying that you're very good, you're very nurturing, very loving, very motherly in some cases. I can't believe it's got the hermit twice. And they're wondering what you're doing in your time alone. Someone's realizing that you are an introvert and you're very structured and very disciplined about how you do your things. Why are they spying? They wanted to ask you for money. It's like a con artist kind of a thing. Yeah, so the Ace of Cups wanted to flip over. The Spirit said, no, that's not love. There's no love in this equation. And this person is thinking that, no, you'd be someone who's good to be with because um, you dress well, you present yourself well, and they feel like they can be the person who's there with you. But the focus is on the Pentacles. We didn't have any cups coming up there with all the spying. So if someone's spying on you, it doesn't seem to be for romantic purposes. I'm not seeing any hearts. Let's find out from the cheeky madams, what is the spy trying to do? There are too many moving pieces on the chessboard, but God sees all and records all. So there are a whole lot of different people spying different little sectors that with the purpose of making it seem like it's I want to say well planned and orchestrated plan, but it's just people strategically put to spy on you. So it seems like it's a lot, it's certain people. But it looks like in the next 7 days, in your environment, everyone can see that game, recognize game. So I don't know what you did with my collective, but yeah. These chess pieces who have been spying on you have seen that game, recognized game, and their magic has been reversed. This came up in the very first part of the reading as well for the next 7 days. So the magic has been reversed. So stay prayed up because we did see the very strong spiritual influence that is going to be coming through in the next 7 days. When you pray, you talk to your ancestors, your spirit guides, talk to spirit, approach the strategy room of your ancestors, call on them, call on Jesus, call on God, Mother Mary, whatever it is that you're believing in. But just definitely call on spirit and yeah, because we did see that that's what you're doing. That's why you're spending a lot of time um just moving in silence because you're being given instructions as you go along, as God often does. It gives you instructions as you're already waking up. Okay, so you're already moving forward. We've got wake up early, so you might need to wake up early to pray because a change is coming up ahead and you need to pray into them. No, wake up at a certain time to speak to spirit about it when the world is quiet. Yeah, and this magic is being reversed, or maybe you did. And everyone can see in your environment that the day you woke up early to pray, there were certain changes, and changes are still coming up ahead. Yeah, and you can write the future however you want it to be. Your thoughts are being redirected to the positive. Yes, because you've been through a lot. As I was preparing to do this download for today, I heard a phrase. I apologize in advance if it's rude, but this is what I heard. It was just like a sentence, and someone's spirit guide said, After all those lying lies coming out of your pie hole, that's all I heard. Is like, whoa, that's pretty serious. I think I'll make that the title of this video: lying lies coming out of the pie hole. After going to spy and they've gone to lie, what is that all about? Spying and lying, rhyming like that, a rhyming villain with ulterior motives. What ulterior motives did they have, my darlings? They've seen that you are on top of your game, you know exactly what you need to do. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna have to see the spies we're talking about. We had this little ant coming up. That's the spies we're talking about, wanting to find out what's going on. When they tried to attack you, I was not an observer, but a willing participant. So this spying spy was a willing participant when someone was trying to come at you. They had ulterior motives and trying to get into your energy to find out what else is going on with you. This is okay. Let's find out how it's developing. Again, this came up in the first part of the reading as well. We get dark juju from the evil sorcerer when you do crime. So this is a person who was there when the someone's trying to be clever in your energy and hurt you in some way, or whether they wanted to unalive you, whatever it was. Sorry about the trigger warning. I should have issued a trigger warning. Yeah, and they were not just an observer; they were there. And they were there as well when they went to the sorcerer to get juju so that they can get away with things. But game recognized game, that magic has been reversed. To win any battle, you should have the right resources and strategies because victory does not come by chance. It looks like you got what you need, my darlings. You're shifting your perspective. The resource is waking up early. The strategy is waking up early to pray, talk to your spirit squad, redirecting your thoughts to the positive. You're moving in silence. Because you know a thing or two about life now. After you've been put in the tumble dry a couple of times by different characters, different situations, you kind of like know what time it is, and you're praying, and you know that no, once you pray, once you talk to spirit, anything that wants to come your way must make way for the Most High's will over your life. Someone with the red car who was there when some stuff was being planned, but you're getting the right resources and the strategies, and that magic is being reversed by the spiritual work you're doing. Yeah, these people are going through something. There might be a comic father or baby father involved as well. We had the sister earlier on. Now we've got the comic father figure who's involved with this here with the red car. This could be a Sagittarius that's also there, or it's happening to a Sagittarius. What you've encountered, my darlings, is what the cheeky madams call happy hour at the club of foolishness. In a moment of foolishness, reason fled from them, and their minds were seduced by the devil. They allowed themselves to be the devil's henchmen. They were wanted to be sent on all these assignments, and it was foolishness because all that magic has been reversed. They had false confidence that them petitioning to some dark entities was going to allow them to get away with things that were never supposed to be gotten away with, because we already have the high priestess coming out and she's the keeper of secrets. Some of you have known a lot about this stuff, but you've not spoken about it because, if spirit doesn't tell you to speak, spirit will tell you, share or don't share. When it comes to things, you have to say, oh, I also got a download about this here. A lot is happening behind the scenes. You don't know about it. So a lot of things are going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of cleverness going on, lying lies coming out of someone's pie hole so they can get people to come together and do some nonsense, but your thoughts are being really directed to the positive. What we have here. There's someone who's a secret part of the gang, someone who's behind the scenes, maybe the comic father, baby father, who's a secret part of the gang, and he tries to distance himself, or is a guy who distances himself from everything that's going on so that he's the mastermind. And you know what? Last week, I was doing whatever I do spiritually, and my prayer point was, Spirit, take down every mastermind who's working in my life or the life of the collective. I think that's the best thing. The Spirit just gets to the masterminds, the one with the puppet master who's making everything else happen. Then the problem is truly solved from the core. This could be people who were going around lying about you. We spoke about lying lies coming out of the pie hole. They lied that and they say that your mind was not fit, you were not in the right state of mind. But you might be a person, from what I'm seeing, who might even be in the public eye in some way. So the state of your mind is not difficult to ascertain. Someone can just follow the train of your thoughts by whatever you're communicating. But just have speak up at the very beginning there. What do we have here? They are headed on a path to catastrophe. These are the words of James Cameron, the director of the Titanic. This is talking about advice not heeded. So a lot is happening behind the scenes. Someone was advised to cease and desist, to abort mission, but they thought, you know what, we can do whatever we want. These are the same people say they don't believe in God, but when trouble comes, they're the first people to be like, oh God, no, please help me. Suddenly they do know that they have a creator. They shall come at you one way, but God shall cause them to flee 7 ways. This secret part of the gang. So a lot is going on. Let's find out a bit more. Oh, I didn't expect this reading to come this way, but I'm so glad to be here with the spiritual intelligence that you need, my darlings. If you do want to book a personal reading with me, remember my details will be down below. My email address is empressvibes@gmail.com. You can communicate with me there. We book your appointment, and I can go straight into your own energy. So with all these things coming up, let's see which parts of this are your particular story, what you need to know about. And in your reading, I'll even say to you, hey, this came up in the general reading. That part was your part. This is your part. There we go. Moving forward, the practitioner almost died the last time we paid to bring you down. There's a person who gets dark juju from the evil sorcerer. The evil sorcerer's ancestors, I shared this in another video a couple of weeks ago. The sorcerer's ancestors were woken up one day and they were asked by your ancestors, spirit guides and angels, and they said, you know what right do you have to attack this person? What have they done to you? Have you gone deep and find out the real reason why this scathing attack is being directed at this person? Is it not jealousy? Is it not hate? Is it not being karmic or whatever the situation really is there? And this person is telling them, no, and I'm not working with you anymore. They try to spy on you even spiritually. This was part of the spying. They had a false confidence because they thought they were armed with some sort of spiritual tools that would help them to get away with whatever they wanted to do. But the practitioner almost died and said, you know what, you abused the weapons I gave you last time. You told me that this person was hostile, this person was bad, this person was all over the place, they're a loony bin, they've got no morals, they've got no values, nothing. And that's why I went out with this person. I just trusted you because I've worked with you before and I didn't think that you would come and lie to me. So you were testing my spirit, isn't it? You came to lie to me to test my spirit, and another war ensues. That's why we're told a lot is happening behind the scenes and you don't even know about it. Let's find out a bit more here. These cheeky madams are telling a story. Okay. These people are envious family, friends, or colleagues. People that you've had some sort of not a brush in with. They've crossed your path in some way, whether as a friend that you saw a couple of times, or a colleague, or a co-worker, or whatever it may be. And they were full of envy. I already told you that their mind was seduced by the devil. Happy hour, the club of foolishness. The order has been processed already. Order! 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 Can I have some order in this court? Consul, please approach the bench. Get us an exorcist. Because this type of evil should never be allowed to walk the earth again. Did you hear how the wind was blowing as I was delivering this part of the message? I don't know if you could pick that up in the background, but there was a strong, strong gust of wind. So Spirit has processed some order concerning these people because they've been going at it for quite some time and they felt invincible. They felt they were armed with spiritual tools that could allow them to come and attack you, slow you down, do all sorts of nonsense and stuff like that. Whew. They won't stop until something bad happens to them. And it looks like something bad is happening because there's a lot happening behind the scenes that we're not seeing. And we saw an apology at the very beginning of this reading for this week. Guilty as charged. Whether they're being charged by a court of law or by a spiritual court of law, the order has already been passed. They're guilty of whatever. So that something's going to happen to them. They're guilty of whatever they're doing to you. This is the thief of joy, time, gifts. Someone wanted to steal something by being sneaky. the secret part of the gang when people were planning and they acted like, no, I just heard about it. There's a comic. We did see a comic right there, comic father. Maybe they've got Sagittarius in the charts. False evidence appearing true. Like I say, these people had bought an illusion. They walked in the hall of mirrors and saw themselves and believed that they saw the wisest and most handsome people they've ever seen. They fell in love with their own reflections like narcissists in a hall of mirrors. Yeah. Just avoid the drama. This person tried to come to you with some sort of drama to try and distract you from what they were really up to. This is the thief who wanted to create some sort of other drama. Yeah, like I said earlier on, please approach the strategy room of your ancestors, which is what you've done. That's probably why you've clicked onto this video or this video has found you. And that's probably why you're going to book your personal reading with me as well to further approach the specific strategy room of your particular ancestors and see what they're saying about your situation. Let's get one more. They took pleasure in your pain. These are the tragedy voyeurs. They love it when things go wrong. They want to sit and gloat and they feel like they've done something. But guess what? No weapon formed against you shall prosper. So whatever they try and plan against you, it will not prosper. It will not go anywhere. It's already preordained that way. Let's see here. So whatever the plan was is going to go belly up because something is already being contained. And I feel like they try to come to you with the drama already to create grounds to tell other people, oh no, they did this to me, so that's why I'm doing this and this to them. But whatever the drama was, it was already subdued before time. And when you took back your confidence and you took back your voice and spoke up, spoke out against something and took back your courage, they recognized that recognized game. They realized that you weren't just an airless bubble head, but you weren't just a floozy, but definitely you were on your path and you knew what time it was. They underestimated your intelligence. Yeah. These people did have ulterior motives and used all sorts of magic. They called upon a lot of different deities and well, used the word deities, whatever it was. But whatever they did is to turn him back to sender. Yeah, it's like being in a hall of echoes. Yeah, a valley of echoes, and whatever you say out comes back to you, and it becomes even more distorted by the time it comes back to you. A lot is definitely happening behind the scenes. There's a plot twist that's happening behind the scenes, and you might not even know about it even as you watch this video right now. Something is happening. Yeah, the clarity was hidden from them. But you have divine strategies coming to you from spirit and your ancestors. I do see there's a grandfather and a grandmother for some of you who are standing by and they're making sure that these people are contained and they're not able to do whatever they want to you. And whenever these people are trying to sneak up on you, whatever, your intuition is shown. You see clearly exactly what they're trying to do. Yeah, okay, that order may be an order in the 3D that has been processed. All right, my darlings. I absolutely enjoyed doing this reading for you. Till the next one, this is Sister Sunshine signing out. Before we sign out, my email address again is empressvibes@gmail.com. Thank you very much for all of your support, your likes, your shares. Thank you, thank you. Love and light.